Hello, it's me, Skin Glow and Afro. I'm sorry I've not done a video in a while. However, these uni assignments been killing me. But I got my last ever assignment as a undergraduate. I handed it in yesterday, so let's just say I am a happy bunny right now. Now hopefully I don't have to do no retakes. So here's hoping. Anyway, I wanted to talk about an very interesting topic that most people should have seen on the internet yesterday, that Theresa May has decided to resign as the Prime Minister of the Conservative Party. I just thought it was very interesting that she decided to resign now. I mean, all the opportunities she had before to resign and she chose to do it now. I was just like, girl, bye. I mean, at the end of the day, she's really been one of the worst prime ministers that the UK has ever had. If we're keeping it buck, if we're keeping it 100, she's really not been one of the best. In fact, I would actually say she's a freaking rascal, but I'm trying to be polite. I mean, the amount of scandals that this woman has had in her tenure as a prime minister is absolutely ridiculous at this point. It's like, how many scandals can you have? I mean, first, Windrush, I mean, when she was the Home Secretary, she was directly responsible for the deportations of West Indian and African people back to their home countries just because they did not apply for the citizenship when they should have applied for the citizenship. It does not mean you should have just been sending these deportation vans around to people's houses and then have them thrown in there, taken to a deportation center and then thrown out the frigging country. It's inhumane. What makes it worse is when she did her little speech. When she did her little speech, she's there crying. Like, sis, was you crying when the Grenfell Tower burned down and all those people lost their lives? You weren't crying then. Was you crying when families were separated because of the Windrush situation? You weren't crying then, was you? But now you want to be crying because you're no longer going to be the Prime Minister. She's there bubbling up, crying, talking about, I no longer get to serve the country I love. Like, sis, please, you do not love this country. I mean, the absolute cheek of it all, for her to be sitting there saying, I love this country, and the whole Brexit situation was just a hot mess. Every single time she tried to come up with a Brexit plan, her Conservative Party, her own party, kept denying it. Now that should have told you that they did not have confidence in her. In fact, the whole country does not have confidence in her. But it was just the epitome of white tears that came out of her. Was just so ridiculous. And even in her speech, she was talking about ethnic minorities and all this kind of nonsense. And I was thinking to myself, you didn't give one shit about those ethnic minorities when you was the Prime Minister, but now because you decided to resign, that is when you decide to give an an. Maybe it's just me, but like this whole media coming out saying that how about we should feel sorry for her. I mean, look at those tears. We should feel sorry for her. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for jack shit. Call me whatever you want to, but I don't feel sorry for her. I also found out that Theresa May also deported people from countries where it's actually against the law for you to be gay or transgender or whatever. They came over here to seek refuge because it was unsafe for them to be in their own countries. And then Theresa May also deported them. There's also been an increase in poverty in this country, increase of people having to use food banks. There's also been an increase in children living in poverty since she came into power. Well, should I say the Conservative Party? It's not just her. This was also started happening when David Cameron was in power. David Cameron saw what was happening with the Brexit situation. He did not want to go through with it, and so he left. However, all these things about the food banks and child poverty, like, it all started when the Conservative Party came into power. Though, that is not me saying that the Labour Party hasn't always... No, that's not me saying that the Labour Party hasn't always been great, because it's not. It's not always been great. Some of the fuckery that's happening in this country is because of the Labour Party. Shall we talk about the Iraq War, or do we not want to go down that road? I mean, at this point, it's kind of like, Theresa, you can cry all you want to cry, but a lot of this shit that you have done, this is for your freaking karma. Nobody feels sorry for you. Nobody wants to feel sorry for you. I mean, why should I? Why? You didn't feel sorry for none of the people that have been affected by your policies and your laws. But I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? Please? So yes, a little bit on nail hardener. Just ignore this nail here because it's actually split as per usual. But yes, you see that. But anyway, to end this video, because I don't want to rant on too long, basically I literally don't feel sorry for Theresa May. What I feel sorry for is the people who have been affected by Windrush, because now it's come out that 5 people who've been affected by Windrush who got deported back to Jamaica have actually died, even though it's actually against the law to send people back to a country where their lives actually may be in danger. But do you think they care about that? No, they bloody well don't. Care about that? No, they bloody well don't care about that. All they care about is themselves. All they care about is being in power, and that is what a lot of these governments do. All they care about is being in power and affecting people. Now, there's two kind of things. You can either affect people as in you improve their lives, or you affect people as in you destroy their lives. And unfortunately, the Conservative Party is the latter. They have destroyed people's lives unequivocally. You cannot tell me that this has been a great parliament. It's not. And to make it worse, Boris Johnson, who's 10 times worse than Theresa May, is what, 40% likely to become the new Prime Minister. If that happens, I am bouncing out this country. Do you hear me? I am gone. I am not staying here with that man as the Prime Minister. I will not do it. The man is absolutely deranged. The man is racist. He is vile. He's all these kind of things. We do not need him as the new Prime Minister. We don't need him as the new Prime Minister. Okay? We don't want Theresa May, but we certainly don't want Boris Johnson. I'm sorry for yelling, but I needed to get it through to you. Like, we really do not want Boris Johnson next. He is, like I said, 10 times worse. 10 times worse. So therefore, if he comes into power, that's it. I'm packing my bags. I'm going to Barbados. I will stay hiding in my nan's house. I ain't coming out for nobody. We cannot do it. We can't do it. So, what can I say? Theresa May, go long. Boris Johnson, gwe. Anyway, let me calm down and center myself. Now, the next video I got coming up for you is a Boohoo try on haul, where I try on some bikinis and some new jumpsuits and some new dresses that I purchased. Now, I decided to start purchasing from Boohoo for quite a while, because I now have a ton of dresses and jumpsuits, so now it's just a case of deciding what I need to wear next. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on this whole Theresa May has resigned situation here in the UK. Especially those of you who live in the UK who follow me, please let me know your thoughts, because this is a madness, and this will obviously once again have a knock-on effect on us Black British people and the rest of us ethnic minorities. Okay, so I shall see you in a few seconds. Bye.